2022 version of DMing Wrexham FC footballers to see how many of them reply. This year I'm going bigger and better, I'm going better than last year. We've got new signings, we've got players, we've got not even players, people around and involved in the club to message, and I cannot wait. Before we get into it, let's go for 125 likes. Get down there and smash a like. My new clothing line, 1864 Reds, is going live in about a week or so get down and follow us in all social medias in the description down below. The website will be on screen, that'll be live as well soon. The designs are awesome and you do not want to miss it. It's me, I'm out here asking the questions that people probably don't want to see answered, but I'm just going to ask them for the sake of the video. Before we get started as well, make sure to go down there, subscribe as well, notification bell on. Road to 5k is well underway. We're just over 200 away, so everyone get down there and help us hit that milestone. First player we are going to be DMing, and it's going to go to Reece Hall-Johnson, the right back at Wrexham FC. I'm going to pop the question to him. What are his favourite pair of boots ever? Not that he owns, his just favourite ever pair. It can be past or present, because if you saw on his Instagram story the other week, he did get 2 new pairs of boots and oh my god, they're so nice. And so I'm just going to ask him the question, what are his favourite boots of all time? Also, I want to give a big shout out to Hall-Johnson as well. You've probably seen this in multiple videos before, but he did very kindly send me out one of his only Wrexham FC shirts that he did wear in the 2021 season. So I've said it before, a massive thank you to Hall-Johnson for this wonderful match worn shirt. The next direct message is going to our new flying wing back we signed from Boreham Wood. He goes by the name of Jacob Mendy. What a player he is. He's subscribed to the channel as well, so yeah, that's crazy. So thank you so much, Jacob Mendy, for that. I'm going to ask him the question, what is the favourite goal he has scored in his career so far? We know he's got a wonder of a left foot. If you've seen some of his goals he scored for Wealdstone in the past couple of years, oh my god, he has a left foot on him, a proper strike. Wrexham fans might remember his goal against us that he scored, absolutely crazy. He can just arrow them with his left foot, doesn't matter if it's 20 yards out, 30 yards out, he'll find the top corner with ease. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what his favourite goal he has scored in his career. The Glasgow Gladiator, the man that wears the magic hat, the brick wall, is up next. Aaron Hayden, what a legend, probably one of the best defenders in the league. I'm going to ask him the question, what's his favourite thing about playing for Wrexham? What does he like most about playing for Wrexham? Because obviously it marks his 1-year anniversary of him signing. I'm sure it's been a very good year for him and definitely on the pitch. I think he was in... Did he get in the team this season? I think he must have. If he didn't get in the team this season, it's an absolute farce. But yeah, I'd say probably the best defender in the league. Great in the air, can score goals. Brick at the back, rarely makes a mistake. I mean, absolute bargain. One of the best signings we did last summer. So yeah, I've asked him what's the favourite thing about playing for Wrexham is. Next up, the man, the myth, the legend, Dior Angus, the striker. I have asked him the question, how many rounds would he last with a prime Mike Tyson? This is maybe sort of a question I should have asked Aaron Hayden, because I feel like Hayden could have given Mike Tyson a real good go. But yeah, this is the question to Angus. Let's see how many rounds he think he would last with a prime Mike Tyson. So yeah, it will be funny to see what Dior's reply on this one will be. Now we're going to ask Max Cleworth, the academy graduate at Wrexham FC, probably one of the best homegrown players we have produced in the past couple of years alongside Jordan Davis. I'm going to ask Max the question of what is his favourite Wrexham moment so far? What's his favourite game he has been involved in? Or is it a moment that he might have signed his first professional contract? But if I was a player, I would definitely say his favourite moment would have to be, you've got to be looking no further than the Chesterfield 2-0 away win, the Stockport FA Trophy win. Obviously, there's a lot of answers that Cleworth could come up with in this answer. Let's hope he replies. Right, we're going to be dipping into the youth team now. This is a personal favourite player of mine, Dan Davis. I think he's got a really bright future ahead of him. I think these rumours were actually true that he was offered a trial at Chelsea. But he's stayed at Wrexham. I think he signed a new deal. I'm pretty sure he has. So yeah, it just shows we could be bringing up another really good player, which is obviously great to see. And if you don't already, Dan did represent Wales at international level under 19s. Again, I should have done my homework on this. I think it was under 19s. I'm just going to ask him the question, what was it like representing your country and playing for your country at such a high level? It's not like he's playing for a Wrexham academy. He's playing for Wales, his country. Something that very, very few probably 0.01% of people can actually achieve. You know, it's every person's dreams when they are younger. And Dan Davis has actually been given the opportunity to, and I'm 100% sure there'll be a lot more opportunities for him to represent Wales at international level, because I think he's one for the future and one to look out for. Anthony Ford, our new signing. I don't know whether he'll reply or not, but I've just asked him. I hope you settled in well at the club, and I cannot wait to see you Tuesday under the lights at the Proact Stadium, or the Technique Stadium, I don't know what it is. 1,800 Reds fans cheering on. It is going to be intense in that game. I'm going to be so nervous leading up to it. Both teams just going to be battling for it. It's going to be a really good game, so watch out for the vlog for that. I don't know how I'm talking about the vlog. That's my sort of message to Anthony Ford, just hoping he's settled in well. Whether he'll play or not, I doubt it. But yeah, we can only wait and see. I have asked physio Kevin Mulholland, what's it like to work at international level with the Republic of Ireland? Now, this must be an absolutely crazy experience. Obviously, the amount of players he's obviously not shared the pitch with, but he has watched multiple players live. If he's come on to treat a player that's injured, you know, there could have been players on that pitch that earn millions of pounds and that are world famous, so it must be crazy in that sense. And obviously to work with the players at international level, Ireland have produced some really good players. I'm intrigued to know if he did work with Declan Rice, because obviously Rice had a stint with Republic of Ireland. He played a couple of games there before doing the switch to England, so I'm intrigued to know if he did ever obviously meet and work with Declan Rice. That is all the questions I'm going to ask. I would ask Mullin and Palmer, Dawn Davis, but unfortunately they do not reply to messages, which is understandable. I don't think they'd really want to reply to a Liam Roberts message asking them how many rounds they'd last with prime Mike Tyson. But yeah, hopefully we can get a couple of replies, and I will see you. It's 5 to 6 now, so I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you guys then. Hopefully we've got some replies. It is the next day now, and we are going to check Instagram and Twitter to see if we have had any messages back from the Wrexham players who messaged last night. Quickly, I have to say as well, I did message Mark Howard a few days ago. If you don't know, he started his own podcast. You can check that out on his Instagram, and I'm sure you'll find it in the future, because I think it will become a really big hit amongst Wrexham fans. So I just messaged him saying the podcast trailer looked really good and I can't wait to see him get going with it. And I just said best of luck, and he replied thanks. So I didn't want to message him again. We've already had a response from Mark Howard. We're going over now, and we're going to scroll down. We have had a reply from Jacob Mendy. We've had 3 messages, and if you don't remember, I asked him what his favourite goal was. He sent me 3 messages. His favourite goal is, I'll obviously overlay it on screen. Oh, it's a belter. It is a belter. He said, this one is my favourite goal, mate. It was just a few goals after I scored that goal against Wrexham. So he scored 2 belters in the space of a few days. Like I said, I can't stress this enough. This man has a wonder of a left foot. And I cannot wait to see him taking some shots whilst he's in the starting 11. Hopefully he plays tomorrow against Yeovil. But yeah, that's his favourite goal. The next one is off Dan Davis, the Wrexham youth player that I messaged him asking about what it was like to play for Wales and what the experience was like, and he said really good, mate, to be fair. Different challenges to playing at club level and obviously the pride, but yeah, it's overall surreal, pal. I don't know how to reply to that. I think that puts it perfectly on how it is to play for Wales. Pride is obviously the main thing that comes into it when you do get that call up, you know. The pride you must feel, and you must feel so proud to be representing your country at international level. So yeah, I bet it was a great experience for Dan. The next one, I asked Hall Johnson what was his favourite pair of boots of all time. It doesn't have to be a pair he owned, past or present. He said no clue, to be honest. Maybe the old F50s were up there for me. Now I can sort of agree with him on this one. The F50s, a classical pair of boots. 2012, 2013 Premier League players rocking these boots. Oh my God, that was when times in the Premier League was so much better. None of this money, none of the teams walking the league and stuff. Look at this re-release they did of the F50s. Oh my God, absolute beauties. The next message we have got is off Aaron Hayden, the brick wall at the back, and I obviously asked him that it's crazy, it's been a year since he's joined, what's your favourite thing about playing for Wrexham? And he said it has to be the support that is behind the club, and I totally agree with that. You know, the numbers we get at home, there's been nothing like it in the past, and there probably will never be anything like it. Wrexham averaging 10,000 at home, that's what we'll probably average this season, around 10k. It's crazy. And to think the following we've got on social media and just worldwide now, the documentary, Wrexham is a massive, massive club. We do go on to Twitter now for the final reply that we did get. And I asked Dior Angus, I said, a question that I think needs answering specifically from you. And I asked him, how many rounds would you have lasted with a prime Mike Tyson? And he replied saying 0, because there's no way I'm stepping in the ring with him. I value my life way too much. But how could I argue against that? It's a good answer. Probably the answer I was expecting him. Probably the answer you'd get off thousands of people if you asked this question. So yeah, that's a good way to end the video from that response from Dior Angus. We didn't get any replies off Cleworth, Ford, Mulholland, and yeah, that's all the replies you sent. So I'd say that's fairly successful, that video. Thank you to everyone who did reply to the DMs. Everyone get down there. We're 101 away from 5k, so if you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like as well. Let's go for 150 likes. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.